ॐ ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव शंभो शंकर। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। विवेक चूड़ामणि मंगलाचरण श्लोक। ओम सर्ववेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Sloka number 38 and 39 we will chant. Then today we will see the meaning of 40th sloka. अयं स्वभावस्वत एव यत्पर श्रमापनोद प्रवनं महात्मना सुधां सुरेश स्वयमर्ककर्कश प्रभावितप्तामवतीक्षितिं किल। Yesterday we have seen in sloka number 39, Pujyati Shankaracharya ji, he explained how that disciple is praying Sadguru to protect him with his nectarine words of Brahma Jnana. This verse is in poetic way, beautiful exposition. ब्रह्मानन्दरसानुभूतिकलितैः पूतैः सुशीतैर्युतैः युष्मद्वाक्कलशोज्झितैः श्रुतिसुखैः वाक्यामृतैः सेचया सन्तप्तं भवतापदावदहन ज्वालाभिरेणं प्रभो धन्यास्ते भवदीक्षणक्षणगते पात्रीकृता स्वीकृता। नेक्स्ट श्लोक। कथं तरेयं भवसिन्धुमेतं कथं तरेयं भवसिन्धुमेतं का वा गतिर्मे कथमोऽस्युपायः का वा गतिर्मे कथमोऽस्युपायः जाने न किञ्चित् कृपयाव मां प्रभो जाने न किञ्चित् कृपयाव मां प्रभो संसार दुःख क्षतिमातनुष्व संसार दुःख क्षतिमातनुष्व कथं तरेयम. Katham means how. Let us see word meaning first of this sloka. Katham means how. Tareyam shall cross over. Tarana. Tareyam. Katham tareyam. O Master, O Bhagwan, Hey Prabhu, please tell me. Katham tareyam. How shall I cross over? Etam. Next one. Katham tareyam bhavasindhum. Etam word is there, na? Etam, this. Bhavasindhum. Sindhu means ocean. Bhavasindhu means ocean of birth and death. Very often we have seen this word bhava, bhavarnavam, bhavasagara, bhavasindhu. So ocean of birth and death, ocean of samsara, ocean of change. O Mahatma Guru, how can I cross over this ocean of samsara? Kava, next one. Kava me gatihi. Kava means what will be or what may be. May means mine, my. Gatihi. Gatihi, one meaning is path. Another meaning is gati means destination. Another meaning is gati means sometimes fate also. Sometimes gatihi means goal also. So here may gatihi means my destination. What is my destination? Katamaha, which asti is, asti, it is there, is upayaha. Upayaha, the means. Is there any means to cross over this ocean of samsara? Katamaha asti upayaha. Which kind of means available to cross over this ocean of samsara? Na jane. Jane means no. Na jane means I don't know. I don't know what are the means to cross over this bhavasindhu. Kinchit. Kinchit, any. Kinchit, one meaning is little bit, but kinchit means any kind of means to cross over the samsara. Krupaya, with compassion. Krupaya, please. Praying. Krupaya, with kind-heartedness. Krupaya, please. Ava. Ava means to protect. Save. Please save me. Mom. Mom means me. Please save me. Prabhu, O Lord. Sambodhana. Prabhu means O Lord. Sambodhana. Okati case. Samsara dukkha kshetim. Samsara dukkha kshetim. For the end of all miseries of this life in the infinite. What is the end of all these things? For so many lives, this jiva is undergoing all kinds of kleshas, means difficulties and miseries. Is there any upaya to come out from these kind of things? Please tell me what is the end of all these miseries. Atanushva. Atanushva means please describe or please explain in detail, so that I will come to know the knowledge, the means, sadhanas, means sadhanas. I will practice those sadhanas, I will receive that knowledge, and I will come out from all kinds of miseries. Oh Lord, please let me know. Same thought, similar thought, we have seen in earlier slokas also. The disciple, he approached Guru Mahatma and he is praying that Mahatma, please help me to come out from this bhava sagara. So katam tareyam bhavasindhu etam. How can I cross over this ocean of birth and death? Kava gatihi me. What is my destination? What is my destiny? Katam etaha, katamaha asti upayaha. Is there any means? What are the means are there to come out from all these bondages? Jane na kinchit. In fact, I don't know anything. Please let me know. Krupaya ava mam prabho. Oh Lord, please protect me. Ava. Even when we are chanting the Shanti mantra also, Sahana vavatu. Is there na? Sahana vavatu means Sahana avatu. Avatu means let both of us be protected by Bhagwan. So ava means to protect. So mam ava. Here disciple is asking or requesting Guru Mahatma, please protect me. Samsara dukkha kshetim atanushva. How the end of all these miseries is possible, please describe in detail. Next sloka. Sloka number 41. Please repeat after me. Tatha vadantam sharanagatam swam. Tatha vadantam sharanagatam swam. Samsaradavanalatāpataktam. Samsaradavanalatāpataktam. Nirikshakarunyarasātradrushtya. Nirikshakarunyarasātradrushtya. Dadyādabhītim sahasā mahatmā. Dadyādabhītim sahasā mahatmā. When the disciple approached Guru Mahatma and he explained the state of his mind and his condition, then what that Mahatma will do? What that Guru will say? So in this sloka, he said, Tatha, Tatha means as it is said, as this, Vadantam, Vadantam speaking or saying, Tatha Vadantam, Sharanagatam, Sharanagatam, one who completely surrendered himself, the man of seeking refuge, Asraya, Sharanagatam, Sharanagata, one who is asking Sharana, means that disciple, seeker of the truth here. Sharanagatam. Swam. Swam means of one's own. Swam. Samsara dava analatapa taptam. One who is facing trouble or one who is tormented. Taptam. One who is tormented by the samsara dava. Earlier also same word we have seen 2-3 times. Samsara dava anala tapa taptam. Anala means fire. Samsara dava anala. This anala, this fire is like forest fire. Here samsara fire. The change. So one who is tormented by the heat of forest fire of samsara. Karunya rasardra drustya. How Guru Mahatma will protect that seeker, how he will console him. Next one, Niriksha. One more word is there, Niriksha. Niriksha means seeing. Niriksha. Another meaning of Niriksha, some places Nirikshana means waiting, but here Niriksha means seeing, looking at. Niriksha karunya rasatra drustya. Looking at or seeing that seeker of truth with extreme compassionate eyes, glance. When person is in suffering, when person is undergoing so many difficulties, first what we should do, we have to look at that person with compassion, with kindness. Then we have to say the words. Those words immediately, they should remove the pain in the heart of other person. So here, Niriksha Karunya Rasadra Dristya, having seen with extreme compassionate eyes, looking at that seeker, Dadyad, Dadyat means should be given. It means Guru will give. Dadat is then Dadyat. Dadyat would bestow, he will give. Sahasa. Sahasa means immediately. This Sahasa word we have to take in the beginning of this sloka only. When the disciple approached Guru Mahatma and he explained his condition, immediately Sahasa, what that Guru Mahatma will do, he will look at that disciple with compassionate eyes, and Dadyat, he bestows what? Abhitim Mahatma. Mahatma, the great soul, Guru. Abhitim. Abhitim means no fear. Bhiti means fear. Abhiti means free from fear. Protection from fear. That Shishya, he is so much terrified by all kinds of worldly kinds of bondages and sorrows. So Guru Mahatma immediately he is giving that assurance. So don't worry, don't worry. When that person is going through difficulty and suffering, so other person, he has to use such words immediately that other person should come out from that pain and fear. So Guru Mahatma Sahasa, immediately he is saying, don't worry. You are asking, is there any means? I don't know anything. How can I come out from all these bondages? Yes, yes. You wait. Upaya is there. Means are available. You can receive this knowledge. So you can come out from this ocean of samsara. No need to be worried at all. So, Dadyat Abhitim Sahasa Mahatma. That Mahatma, the great teacher. Mahatma. Earlier we have seen the meaning of Mahatma, one who is having broad mind. Akshudra Chittaha. These are Mahatmas. They will not be having narrow-mindedness. So broad-minded people. Tatha vadantam sharanagatam swam. This word is important. Sharanagatam. One who completely surrendered to that Mahatma. Sahasa, immediately that Mahatma will give assurance to that disciple, you will be happy, don't worry. Here we have to understand, from disciple standpoint, from disciple side only, waiting, nirikshana, that word we can use here. Mahatmas are always ready to impart this knowledge. Only we have to be ready to receive that knowledge, and we should have 100% surrenders. You might have heard this Gajendra Moksham story in Bhagavatam, that Gajendra, when he entered into that lake, and that crocodile is giving a lot of pain to that elephant, Gajendra, he tried his level best to come out from the clutches of that crocodile. Go on fighting, and he was putting forth effort, and he used all his energies. It is said years together he was fighting. At the end, he said, "Hey Bhagwan, please come and save me. Now I cannot do anything. No more energy at all in my body. I lost everything. I am about to die. I am completely surrendering at your lotus feet. You are the one who is the creator of this entire universe, sustainer of this entire universe, and this entire universe is dissolved in you only. You are the Srusti, Sthiti, Laya, Karaka. You are that Parabrahma Swarupa, Ishvara Swarupa. You know everything. Please, please, you are the Sarva Shakti Swarupa. Please come and protect me, save me. When that Gajendra, he did such kind of prayer and he left all his efforts. He said, this Bhagwan, I can't do anything now. You have to come and save me. Then immediately, without delay, Sri Hari Bhagavan from Vaikunta, even without telling to Lakshmi Ma where he is going also, immediately he got up and without taking his weapons and without taking his vehicle Garuda also, just running like that. In Bhagavata, it's described very beautifully, even in Potana Bhagavata and Vyasa Maharshi also. When that Sri Hari, he was running to protect that Gajendra, Lakshmi Mata, she didn't know what is happening. She thought someone was in trouble. That's why Bhagwan is going. That time he was holding her a corner of sari. So she also started running behind him. And those people were in Vaikunta, they also didn't understand what happened suddenly, why Lakshmi Narayana, they were running like this. What happened? They also have started like that. And all vehicles and all Vaikunta Vasas, when they were running like that, all other devatas also in different lokas, devatas, Gandharvas, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, so many of them, they also, when they were doing namaskara also, Sri Hari, he was not even giving reply to them, just he was running like that. And all of them also, they were behind these Vaikuntha Vasis. Why all of them are coming? Because that Gajendra, he prayed in such a way, Bhagwan has to come immediately. Sahasa. Here Sahasa word is used. Na? So when that person surrendered completely, Sharanagatam, that word also used here. So Guru Mahatma will be always ready, and here it is a Dadyat. Dadyat word is very strong. Would bestow, means he will impart that knowledge. That Guru Mahatma cannot say no also, because that disciple surrendered 100%. So Sri Hari, he came and protected that Gajendra. We may be having this doubt that Gajendra, he was trying his own to protect himself, and little bit he prayed Bhagwan also. One side praying and one side putting his effort also. But that time Bhagwan did not come. Bhagwan, he thought it's okay. Anyway, he is putting forth his effort. Let him do like that. When he left everything, Gajendra, and surrendered to Bhagwan, I can't do anything. You have to come and protect me. So Bhagwan just came without doing any delay. The same way in Mahabharata, when Draupadi Ma helplessly, she was in such kind of helpless condition, nobody was ready to help her, when all wicked people, they were torturing her, she completely surrendered to Bhagwan. Bhagwan, I am in such condition, I cannot protect myself, and even my people also, they also cannot protect me. You are the only one, sole protector of everyone in any condition. Please understand this one. In this world, whomever we will be calling our friends and relatives and our well-wishers, to some extent only all of them, they can help us in different ways and means. But finally, for each and every being, who is the sole protector? Bhagwan only. That Bhagwan only will come in the form of Guru to protect us permanently from all kinds of fears and miseries by imparting self-knowledge. So in this sloka, beautifully Shankaracharya used these words, Charanagatam, and that Mahatma, Sahasa, the Dhyata Bhitim, immediately he will give that state of fearlessness and consoling words. Don't worry. You will come out from all kinds of miseries. Next sloka, sloka number 42. Vidwan satasma upasatti miyushe. Vidwan satasma upasatti miyushe. Mumukshave sadhu yetoktakarini. Mumukshave sadhu yetoktakarini. Prashanta chittaya shemanvitaya. Prashanta chittaya shemanvitaya. Tattvopadesham krupayeva kuryat. Tattvopadesham krupayeva kuryat. Vidwan. Vidwan, learner. Who is here Vidwan? Guru or Shishya? Vidwan. Here Vidwan word is used for master, Guru. One who is well versed in scriptures. Vidwan. Vidwan. Saha. Saha, he. Sa means she. Saha means he. Tasma word is there. That is tasmai. Because of Sandhi rule, here the word became tasma. Tasmai means to that person. In Guru Stotra, we chant this one, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Yes. So Tasmai means to him. Here to whom? To the seeker, to the disciple, to the Shishya. So Vidwan, the learned master, he, Tasmai, to the seeker, Upasatti miyushe. Upasattim plus iyushe. Upasattim iyushe means who had approached him. Guru Pasatti, you have seen this word. Shishya Lakshana, Guru Lakshana and Guru Pasatti or Guru Pasadana. How to approach that Guru. So one who approached that Guru Mahatma in due way. Upasattim iyushe. Mumukshave, to that mumukshu, one who wants to get liberation. Mumukshave, to him. Sadhu yetoktakarine. Nice words used. Sadhu. Sadhu means one who is having righteousness, goodness, rightly, duly here. Sadhu means one meaning is good, right, perfect, duly. So rightly and duly. Yethoktakarine. Yatha, as it is. Uktakarine. Whatever is said in the scriptures, one who is ready to follow all of them. Yethoktakarine. Even parents also will be very happy when children they are yethoktakaris. Means whatever said by parents, if children they are listening and following, then parents they feel so happy. And gurus also, when disciples are yethoktakari, means whatever is said, if they are doing, following, then Guru Mahatmas also will be very pleased. Yethoktakarine means who abides by the injunctions. Here, injunctions given in the Shastras. One who is ready to follow the all do's and don'ts prescribed in the Shastra. Yatha uktakarine. This disciple, he trained himself to follow the righteous path. Because it's very difficult sometimes, our mind and sense organs, whatever they want to do, they will do. Whatever they want to see, whatever they want to listen, whatever they want to think, this mind and senses will be doing like that. And most of the time, whatever we say, they will say, no, we don't do it. Whatever we say, don't do it, they will do that only. But here, this disciple is ready to follow whatever said in the Shastras, whatever said by Guru Mahatma. Yatokta karine, nice word. Yatokta karine, prashanta chittaya shamanvitaya. Underline this one, beautiful words. Prashanta chittaya. When we want to receive the self-knowledge from the Master, our mind should be peaceful, quiet. If it is preoccupied by so many worldly kinds of things, it cannot receive knowledge properly. That's why here, Shamanvitaya, one who is endowed with quality, tranquility means peace. One who is having control of the mind. Earlier we have seen Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana. One who is having Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi, Shatka, Sampatti and Mumukshutvam. He is called Sadhana Chetustaya Sampanna Adhikari. So here Shamanvitaya means one who endowed with Shema, etc. gunas. One who endowed with tranquility, peaceful, quiet, calm. If so much rajas is there in that person, that knowledge will not settle in him. It cannot get settled. So Prashanta Chittaya. We have seen Shamanvitaya meaning Shamanvitaya and Prashanta Chittaya, both mixed, and I said. So Prashanta Chittaya means one who is having peaceful mind. Shamanvitaya means one who endowed with Shamadhi gunas. These are the two things. Prashant Chitta means mind. Prashanta Chitta means serene mind, peaceful mind. So who is of serene mind? Prashanta Chittaya. See, these are the titles given to seeker of the truth, to that Shishya. Shamanvitaya, who is endowed with Shamadhi gunas, tranquility, etc. Control of the mind, control of the senses, etc. Tattva Upadesham. Tattva Upadesham. Upadesham means teaching. Tattva Upadesham means instructions about the self. We can take here Tattva Upadesham means knowledge about the reality. Tattva means the essence of truth. Tattva Upadesha. Upadesha means imparting that knowledge. Instruction about the real. Krupaya. Krupaya with kindness. Eva, indeed, alone. Kuryat, should give. When the disciple is having all these great qualities, Guru Mahatma, he will impart that self-knowledge. To whom? One who is Upasatti Vishe Mumukshave Sadhu Yatokta Karine Prashanta Chittaya Shamanvitaya Tattvopadesham Vidwan Guru Mahatma will give this knowledge to Tasmai to him. Who is that person? One who is having all these great qualities to receive that knowledge. Krupaya eva kuryat. That word also very important. Krupaya, with kindness. Why Guru Mahatma, he has to impart that knowledge? Because once upon a time, when this Guru Mahatma, he was in the state of disciple, when he was the seeker of truth, how he approached his Guru, what was his condition at that time, how he prayed his Guru to impart that knowledge, how he practiced all sadhanas. So now another seeker, he approached him. Because of that Guru Parampara earlier, he received that knowledge and he realized the self. So now we can use this word. Now this is the responsibility of that Guru of that Mahatma, one who realized the self, to impart that knowledge to others, those who are deserve and those who are seeking for that knowledge. This is called Guru Parampara. Shishya, once upon a time, he approached one Guru, he received that knowledge and he realized the self. Then any other person will come to him for the knowledge, self-knowledge. That realized Mahatma, he has to impart that knowledge to other person. Now what Guru is saying? Next sloka, Sri Guruhu Uvacha. Guru is saying, Sri Gururuvacha, Sri Gururuvacha, Ma bhaista vidvan stavanastyapayah, Ma bhaista vidvan stavanastyapayah, Samsara sindhostaranestupayah, Samsara sindhostaranestupayah, Yenaiva yata yetayosya param, Yenaiva yata yetayosya param, Tameva margam tava nirdishami, Tameva margam tava nirdishami. Sri Guruhu Uvacha. Guru is saying, Ma bhaista. Ma means no, not. Ma bhaista. Don't get fear. Fear not. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm here. No fear. I'm here, so no fear. Ma bhaista. How Lord Krishna, he was imparting knowledge to Arjuna. Vidvan. See, wonderful word is used here. Vidvan means, oh, brilliant one. Wow. Guru Mahatma is appreciating Shishya. You are so great. Vidvan, oh, brilliant, intelligent one. Ma bhaista. Don't have fear. Tava na asti apayaha. There is no any kind of danger to you. Na asti, there is no, there is not. Tava, for you. Tava word you can remember in Sanskrit. Tava means to you, for you. There is no any kind of danger for you. There is no danger to you. So don't worry. Samsara sindhoho taranehe asti upayaha. A beautiful poetic way Shankaracharya is saying, Ma bhaista vidvan stavanasti apayaha, Samsara sindhoho tarane asti upayaha. Nasti apayaha, asti upayaha. Beautiful. Rhythmic words. Samsara sindhoho, of the ocean of samsara, tarane is crossing, in crossing, to cross over that, tarane, in crossing, upayaha asti. Upayaha means sadhanas, instruments. Asti, there is. So don't worry. Earlier you were saying, na, I don't know anything, I don't know any means to cross over this ocean of samsara. There are means. And disciple may be thinking, already anyone walked in this path, means they have practiced all those things, or it is new one, I have to practice. Guru Mahatma is giving that assurance. No, don't worry. I am not going to tell you any new kind of sadhana. I am not going to do any experiment on you. Yena eva yata yatayaha asya param. Next line. Yena, by which. Yena, eva, alone. by which alone yataha, yata is there, visarga should be there. Yataha, when we take that one, yataha have gone, yataha, yetayaha, yetayaha, saints and sages. Yatayaha, those who have put forth their effort to cross over this ocean of samsara. Yatna shilaha, prayatna shilaha, great yogis and mahatmas. Yatayaha, yetivara, we use this word, na? Yetishvara, yetivara. So yatayaha means saints. Asya, this, asya, param. Param means the other shore. Because here samsara has been compared with ocean. So param means taranam. Reached another shore of this samsara sagara. Means they have come out from all kinds of bondages of samsara. Tam eva margam. That path alone. Marga, path. Means those means alone. Tam eva margam, that path alone. Tava nirdishami. Tava means to you. Nirdishami, I am going to indicate. I shall instruct. So don't worry. This is not new experiment. This is not new kind of sadhana. These are not new means. Already so many great saints, they followed this path. They realized the self. So many seekers, they followed this path and they became great masters, realized souls. One Amma, she wanted to cook one new special dish. She has seen in somewhere, she read in that book, and she used to often seeing how to make new kinds of food items, curries, etc., watching on TV. So once she prepared one food item, and she told family members, children, etc., all of you can come and enjoy this very delicious food item I prepared today. So when she about to serve, they asked, Amma, is it a new one already you prepared earlier? She said, no, it's very new, today only I have learnt and I prepared. Then all of them, they put their faces in such a way. What happened? She asked. No, Amma, you said this today only you prepared this one. Have you tasted? She said, no, how can I taste? You're my dear children and dear family members. Without serving to all of you, how can I taste? So first for you only, Then they said, Amma, better once you can eat. After some time, we will try for that. Why? Because earlier 2-3 times when she did like that, for 2-3 days they have suffered already because of stomach upset, etc. In this world, generally, many people, they want to follow the path which is already followed by many other people. If we want to use one object, we see, is it used by many people? Means many people are buying that or not? Is it useful or not? If many people, majority of the customers, they are saying this is good, quality is good, and for long period of times, no repairs at all, then people will have faith in that. Even human relationships also, if new person will be coming and speaking to us, if other people, they know that person, generally, people also will ask, is he okay? Is she okay? That's fine. They say, yes, he is a nice person. Faith will increase. Most of the people, they don't want to do new experiments, especially in few things. because we don't know what will happen. That uncertainty will be there. This is not ordinary kind of thing, because that person, he is ready to sacrifice entire life. These equipments, body, mind and intellect, these are very subtle, especially mind and intellect. He is going to do sadhanas with them. So he should have that faith. Yes, I am not the new person, I am going to do these kind of things. Already so many people, they did it. So Guru Mahatma, he is saying these are the means followed by great saints. For long period of time, many people, they followed this path. So I am going to show this path to you. Tameva margam, tam eva margam, that path alone means path of knowledge here. Path means not ordinary kind of road, not like that. Here path of knowledge. Tameva margam tava nirdishamam. Because you are the seeker of truth, you are not expecting any other kind of things. I am not going to take you here and there. I am not going to instruct, I am not going to put you in doing so many kinds of karma kanda, etc. Not all kind of things. So you came for self-knowledge. I am going to impart that self-knowledge. Because already you have done so many practices. Now you are fit student, so you can follow this path of knowledge. Remaining slokas tomorrow we will say. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyati Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyati. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. ఒక 5 నిమిషాల్లో క్లుప్తంగా తెలుగులో చెప్పుకున్నాము. బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానాన్ని పొందడం కోసము సద్గురువుని ఆశ్రయించినటువంటి శిష్యుడు ఈ భవ సాగరాన్ని, సంసార సాగరాన్ని నేను ఏ విధంగా దాటగలుగుతాను? కథం తరేయం భవసింధుం ఏతం కావా గతి మే, నా గతి ఏంటి? ఏ విధమైనటువంటి సాధనల ద్వారా ఈ సంసార సాగరాన్ని నేను దాటగలుగుతాను? నాకు ఏమీ కూడా తెలియటం లేదు. నాకు తెలిసినటువంటి సాధనలు కూడా ఏమీ లేవు. దయచేసి ఈ సంసార దుఃఖాలన్నింటికీ కూడా ఒక ముగింపుగా ఉండేటువంటి జ్ఞానాన్ని నాకు ప్రసాదించండి అనేసి శిష్యుడు కోరుకుంటున్నాడు. తథా వదంతం శరణాగతం, ఈ విధంగా చెప్పినటువంటి శిష్యుడికి, ఈ విధంగా శరణాగతి, సంపూర్ణ శరణాగతి పొందినటువంటి శిష్యుడికి, ఎవరైతే ఈ సంసారం అనేటువంటి దవాగ్ని, ఆ అడవిలో ఉండేటువంటి అగ్ని లాంటి దానిలో పడి బాధపడుతూ ఉన్నటువంటి, తపిస్తూ ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ శిష్యుడికి గురువు గారు ఆయన కరుణా కటాక్ష వీక్షణాలతో ఆయనకి చల్లదనాన్ని ప్రసాదించి దద్యాత్ భీతిం సహసా మహాత్మ, ఆ మహాత్ముడైనటువంటి గురువు గారు వెంటనే అతడికి అభయాన్ని ప్రసాదించాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఆయనలో ఉన్నటువంటి భయాన్ని తొలగించాల్సి ఉంటుంది. నీకు ఇక మీదట ఏ విధమైన భయము లేదు, ఏ విధమైన బాధ లేదు, నువ్వు ఆనందంగా ఉండొచ్చు. అవతలి వ్యక్తి కష్టంలో బాధలో ఉన్నప్పుడు మొట్టమొదట మన చూపుతోనే వాళ్ళకి ప్రశాంతత కలిగేలాగా చేయాలి. మనం మాట్లాడే ఒక్కొక్క మాట వాళ్ళలో ఉన్నటువంటి భయాన్ని, బాధని తొలగించే విధంగా ఉండాలి. సో ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి మనం ఉదాహరణ చెప్పుకున్నాం. గజేంద్ర మోక్షంలో గజేంద్రుల వారు ఆ ముసలి బారిన పడి అనేక సంవత్సరాలు పోరాటం చేస్తూ ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా తనని తాను రక్షించుకోలేకపోతారు. ఎప్పుడైతే సంపూర్ణ శరణాగతిని పొంది భగవంతుడా ఇంకా నన్ను నేను రక్షించుకోలేను, అన్యథా శరణం నాస్తి త్వమేవ శరణం మమ, మీరే వచ్చి నన్ను రక్షించాలి అని వేడుకున్నప్పుడు వెంటనే భగవంతుడు విష్ణుమూర్తి శ్రీహరి వైకుంఠం నుండి దిగి వచ్చి గజేంద్రుణ్ణి రక్షించడం జరిగింది. అదే విధంగా నిస్సహాయ స్థితిలో ఉన్నటువంటి ద్రౌపదీ మాత ఎప్పుడైతే సంపూర్ణ శరణాగతిని పొందుతారో శ్రీకృష్ణ పరమాత్మ వచ్చి రక్షించడం జరిగింది. అదే విధంగా గురు మహాత్ములు ఎప్పుడూ మనకి జ్ఞానాన్ని బోధించడానికి సంసిద్ధులై ఉంటారు. కానీ మనకి అర్హత ఉండాలి. దాన్ని పొందటానికి మనం అర్హులమై ఉన్నట్లయితే వాళ్ళు తప్పకుండా బోధ చేయడము జరుగుతుందన్నమాట. 42వ శ్లోకంలో తర్వాత విద్వన్స్ తస్మ అంటే తస్మై అని తీసుకోవాలి. శాస్త్ర పరిజ్ఞానం కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వారు, బ్రహ్మజ్ఞాన అనుభవాన్ని కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి గురువు గారు శిష్యుడు శరణాగతి భావంతో సమీపించినప్పుడు ముముక్షుత్వం కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వారు, ముముక్షవే అంటే మోక్షం పొందాలి అనేటువంటి కోరిక కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి శిష్యుడికి మంచి స్వభావం కలిగినటువంటి వారు, యథోక్తకారిని చెప్పింది చెప్పినట్లుగా చేసేటువంటి వారు, ఆచరించేటువంటి వారు, శాస్త్రాల్లో చెప్పినటువంటివి గురువు గారు చెప్పినటువంటివి ఆచరించేటువంటి వారు. ప్రశాంత చిత్తాయ శమాన్వితాయ, ఎవరి చిత్తం అయితే ప్రశాంతంగా ఉంటుందో, ఎవరైతే శమదమాది గుణాదుల్ని కలిగి ఉంటారో అటువంటి వాళ్ళకి కృపయ చాలా దయతో కరుణతో తత్వ ఉపదేశం అన్నటువంటిది చెయ్యాల్సి ఉంటుంది అని చెప్పారు. శ్రీ గురు ఉవాచ, తర్వాత శ్లోకంలో గురువు గారు చెప్తున్నారు, మా భైష్ట విద్వన్, నువ్వు భయపడాల్సిన అవసరం ఏమీ లేదు. తవ నాస్తి అపాయ, నీకు ఏ విధమైనటువంటి ఇబ్బంది బాధ భయము ఉండదు అని చెప్తున్నారు. నీకు ఏ విధమైన అపాయము కలగదు, ప్రమాదం లేదు. సంసార సింధోహో తరణేహి అస్తి ఉపాయ, ఈ సంసార సాగరాన్ని దాటడానికి, నువ్వు శాశ్వత ఆనంద స్థితిని పొందటానికి తగినటువంటి ఉపాయము మార్గము ఉంది. ఈ మార్గం ఎటువంటిది అంటే నీకు కొత్తగా ఈ రోజు చెప్తున్నటువంటిది కాదు. నువ్వు ఆ మార్గంలో నడవడం కష్టమని అనుకోవాల్సిన పని లేదు, ఏమవుతుందో అని భయపడాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇంతకు ముందు ఎంతో మంది యతులు మహాత్ములు ఈ మార్గాన్ని ఆచరించి ఆత్మజ్ఞానాన్ని పొంది ఉన్నారు. సాధకులుగా ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ గురువుల నుండి ఈ సాధన విషయాలన్నీ తెలుసుకొని ఆ జ్ఞాన మార్గంలో వాళ్ళు నడిచి మోక్ష స్థితిని పొంది ఉన్నారు. అటువంటి యతులు నడిచినటువంటి మార్గాన్ని తమేవ మార్గం తవ నిర్దిశామి, ఇప్పుడు నీకు సూచించడము నిర్దేశించడము జరుగుతోంది అని చెప్పుకున్నారు. సహజంగానే ఎవరైనా కూడా చాలా మంది ఎక్కువ శాతం వరకు ఏదైనా ఒకటి చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు, ఏదైనా ఒకటి పొందాలనుకున్నప్పుడు, ఏదైనా ఒకటి కొనాలనుకున్నప్పుడు వాటిని ఇంతకు ముందు ఎవరైనా ఆ మార్గాన్ని ఆచరించి ఉన్నారా, ఆ మార్గంలో వెళ్ళి ఉన్నారా, ఆ వస్తువులు కొని ఉన్నారా, వాటి ఫలితం ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఇది నేర్చుకోవడం వల్ల ఉపయోగం ఉంటుందా లేదా, ఇంతకు ముందు వేరే వాళ్ళు వీటిని అనుసరించి ఉన్నారా లేదా అన్నటువంటిది చూసి ఇతరులు ఆచరించినటువంటి వాటిని నడిచిన మార్గంలోనే ఎక్కువ మంది నడవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తారు. కొత్తగా ప్రయోగం చేయాలి అంటే చాలా ధైర్య సాహసాలు ఉండాలన్నమాట. అంతేకాకుండా కొన్ని విషయాల్లో ఇంతకు ముందు అనుభవజ్ఞులై ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు చెప్పినటువంటిది వింటేనే సాఫల్యం అన్నటువంటిది తొందరగా కలుగుతుందన్నమాట. ప్రతిసారి ఒక్కొక్కరు ఒక్కొక్క ప్రయోగం చేసుకుంటూ జీవితంలో వాళ్ళే తెలుసుకోవాలనుకున్నట్లయితే ఒక్కొక్కరి జీవిత కాలం 1-2 ప్రయోగాలకే సరిపోదన్నమాట. అందుకోసం అనేసి ఇంతకు ముందు నిర్దేశింపబడినటువంటి మార్గాన్ని నీకు బోధ చేయడము జరుగుతుందని గురువు గారు శిష్యుడికి చెప్పుకున్నారు. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం.